Hello everyone, myself Mohammad Rameez and I welcome you all on behalf of Saraswat International Academy. Today in this session, we are going to learn the part 2 of chapter number 5, Poverty. Students, in the previous session of part 1, we have discussed about the meaning of poverty and we have learned the types of poverty. There are two types of poverty that we have discussed. One, traditional meaning of poverty, and second, that is modern meaning of poverty. Now we are going to learn in this session about the nature of poverty. To understand the concept of poverty more clearly, according to its nature, economists have divided poverty in two parts. One is absolute poverty and second is relative poverty. These questions are asked for 1 mark. You have to pay attention. Then when it is asked about types of poverty, you have to write traditional meaning of poverty and modern meaning of poverty. And when it is asked about nature of poverty, then you have to write about absolute poverty and relative poverty. Now we will discuss about the absolute poverty. The minimum expenditure or income required to satisfy the minimum basic needs and service is known as poverty line. So what is poverty line? For example, if 7,000 are required to satisfy the basic needs of life, then that 7,000 will be considered as a poverty line. Okay. If the person who are not able to incur the expenditure of 7,000 and the persons who are not able to earn the 7,000 income, they will not be able to satisfy the basic needs of life and they will be considered as poor. The population having income or expenditure below this poverty line is said to be absolutely poor. The group of people, the population, the group of people who are not earning suppose 7,000 and the people who are not even able to do the expenditure of 7,000, so they will be considered as living below poverty line and they will be called as a absolutely poor. Absolute poverty is also known as complete poverty. This can come for an MCQ. The question can come as what is the other name of absolute poverty? So answer will be complete poverty. See the next thing, the concept of absolute poverty help us to categorize people living below poverty line. The concept of absolute poverty help us to know that how many people are living below poverty line and to reduce the poverty among this. And by knowing that how much approximate population of the country is living below poverty line, then government will frame the different policies for their betterment, and by that we can reduce the poverty in the country. So as we know now that poverty line will decide the absolute poverty, and in the previous session I have told you that as the time passed, like the definition of poverty line in the year 1960 and the definition of poverty line in the year 2015, that will be completely different. So in the coming paragraphs we are going to learn that what are the definitions given by the experts, what are the minimum standards set by the Indian experts to describe the poverty line. To understand the level of absolute poverty, to understand the what level of absolute poverty, we should know what is poverty line. Here is the other definition given about poverty line. This also you can write. See the minimum consumption expenditure. How much minimum expenditure is required to what? To fulfill the basic needs of life. That is considered as what? Poverty line. To ascertain this minimum per capita consumption expenditure in the initial years of planning. In the initial years of planning means year 1950 to 55, 1950 to 1956. Okay. Planning commission was set up in which year? 1950, and after that 5-year plannings have came. So in the initial years of planning, Indian Council of Medical Research has decided in the rural area. Please understand, rural area means village area. per person per day, per day 2400 calories are required, and in urban area per person per day 2100 calories are required. So here it is said that if you are living in a rural area, per person per day you are able to get the 2400 calories, then you will not be considered as poor. But if you are not able to consume the 2400 calories living in a rural area, then you will be considered as living below poverty line. See the next thing, if you are living in urban area and you are not able to do the expenditure to satisfy the 2100 calories need, then you will be considered as living below poverty line. This method was accepted by Planning Commission in which year 1969, and after taking 1960-61 prices, the base year rupees 20 per capita per month was decided as the measuring rod of poverty. So here pay attention. This matter was accepted by Planning Commission in which year 1969, and they have taken the prices of 1960-61 as base year and decided that minimum 20 rupees are needed to satisfy the basic needs of life, and if the persons are not earning rupees 20, then they will be considered as living below poverty line. With this working method, Dandekar and Rath for rural area, for which area? Village area, on the base of the price of year 1960-61, they decided rupees 15 per capita per month as poverty line. Pay attention here. Here it is said that per capita per month. It means that one person per capita, one person, 1 month, how much? Minimum 15 rupees is required to satisfy the basic needs of life, and that is considered as poverty line. Okay. And for the urban area, rupees 22.50 per person per month was decided as poverty line. Then see the next thing, Planning Commission appointed an expert committee under the chairmanship of Professor D.T. Lakdawala, which estimated poverty line for the year. Now pay attention, I have told you as the time have passed, the definition of poverty line will differ. So here in the year 1993, for the year 1993, they have decided to take the prices of 1973-74 as the base year prices, and they have given the definition of poverty line. See, they told that for the rural area, rupees 49 per capita per month. If you are living in a rural area, then per person per month rupees 49 are required to satisfy the basic needs of life. And if the person is living in an urban area, rupees 57 per person per month is required to what? To for the consumption expenditure, and this was estimated as for the poverty line. In the method of calculating poverty line, one of the major drawback is that it only take into account calorie consumption. So till now, whatever the definitions we have learned about poverty line, its major limitation is that it only takes the calorie consumption. So that becomes the limitation. This question can come for 1 mark, that what are the limitation of the traditional meaning of poverty line. So you can write the answer that it only take into account of calorie consumption. Why? The reason is that poverty is an economic situation also. Poverty is not only about food, but it is about economic situation. It considers the money. And hunger is a physical situation. Hunger is a what situation? Physical situation. So that poverty line becomes starvation line. So whatever the definitions we have learned till now in the above paragraphs, that only fulfills the what? Consumption of the food, and that can be considered as a starvation line. So till now, whatever the definitions we have learned about poverty line was just focusing about consumption of calories and food. And we know that poverty line is much more than that. So to make the poverty line concept more progressive, what other things and which facilities are required for the better quality of life of human beings was considered, and we know that which things are required for the better quality of life. The facilities such as balanced food, health, electricity, kitchen fuel, clothing, educational expenditure, and housing. These are the facilities which are required for the better quality of life of human being. In this context, to redefine the measuring rod of poverty, the committee under the chairmanship of Professor Suresh Tendulkar submitted its report to the government in the year 2009. So here it is said that a committee was set up under the chairmanship of Professor Suresh Tendulkar, and they gave the report to the government in the year 2009. The committee decided a new method of measuring poverty. The committee, which was set up under the chairmanship of Professor Suresh Tendulkar, they gave a report in the year 2009, and they redefined the poverty line, in which they have considered the minimum calories need, but they have also included expenditure on education and health. These two things were not included in the poverty line definition before, in the traditional meaning of poverty line, but now this thing are included, that expenditure on education is also important and health is also important. According to this new method, in the year 2011 and 12, the per capita monthly consumption expenditure for rural area was decided at 816 rupees, that minimum one person should get 816 rupees, and urban area rupees 1000 was decided for defining the poverty line. So according to the new definition, if you are living in a rural area and you are not able to get the 816 rupees, and if you are living in an urban area and you are not able to earn the rupees 1000 rupees, then you will consider as living below poverty line. So till now, whatever the definitions we have learned about poverty line was about India. Now we are going to see how to calculate the absolute poverty at international level. At the international level, the cost of all resources consumed by an average adult are considered. At international level, poverty line based on purchasing power parity, this was decided that in the year 2005, minimum $1.25 per day was considered. In the year 1990, it was $1, and in the year 2015, it was $1.90 per day. With the help of international poverty line, absolute poverty of different nations can be compared easily by the uniform method. Measurement of absolute poverty in India. In the 68th round of National Sample Survey Organization in the year 2011 and 12, using per joint family expenditure data, Tendulkar Committee estimated that in India, in the year 2004 and 5, the measurement of absolute poverty was 37.2, and it reduced to 21.9% in the year 2011 and 12. So here it is said that in the year 2004 and 5, the poverty was around 37.2, and it reduced in the year 2011 and 12 from 37.2 to 21.9. Now we will see that in rural area means village area, the measurement of poverty in the year 2004 and 5 was 41.8. Was how much? 41.8. And it reduced to 25.7 in the year 2011 and 12. whereas in the urban area, in the city area, the measurement of poverty was 25.7. How much? 25.7, and it reduced to 13.7 in the year 2011 and 12.